Welcome to day 113 of our school year. Get that filled in. Okay, let's go ahead and get down our beginning fraction. Our denominator is 180 because that's the total amount of school days, and we are on day 113. So first we have to think, is our numerator prime or composite? Well, it doesn't end in an even number, it ends in a 3. So 2 is not a factor. 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5. 5 is not a multiple of 3, so 3 is not a factor. I'm going to check and see on our prime number sieve. Yes, 113 is prime. So that means our prime factorization for our numerator is done. That's the only prime number I can divide by. But our prime factorization for our denominator we can still do. We use our first 5 primes, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. 180 is even, so I can divide it in half. Half of 18 tenths is 9 tenths. 90, 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, so I can divide by 3. I can get 30 groups of 3 add up 90. It ends in a 0, so I can divide by 5. I get 6. 6 is even. I can divide by 2. I get 3. 3 is prime, and I am done. So my prime factorization for my denominator, always from least to greatest, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. And our numerator is 113. Now I have the digit 3 in here, but I don't have the number 3. The number is 113. There's no 2s, 3s, or 5s up here, and there's no 113 down here. So there's nothing to circle. That means our greatest common factor is 1. So let's go ahead and make our groups of 1. Done. How many total groups of 1 do we have? 180. How many are shaded in? 113. Now that we have done our division with our model, let's go ahead and use our algorithm. We're going to use our area model. We're going to divide 180. So there's 180 units inside, and this side of the rectangle is 1. That's what the area model is showing us. We know the area inside, and we know one side of our rectangle, and we're trying to find the other side. So let's see, 100 times 1 is 100. Numbers the same, zeros a game. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Bring the 80 up here. 80 times 1 is 80. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Oops. Add our partial quotients together. 100 plus 80 is 180. So on this rectangle, this side is 1 and this side is 180 to have an area of 180. Here, 100 times 1 is 100. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Bring 13 up here. Multiply by 10. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Bring the 3 up here. 3 times 1 is 3. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Add these together. 100 plus 10 is 110, plus 3 is 113. So in this rectangle, this side's 113, and this side is 1. Okay, now we still need to check divisor times quotient plus remainder, divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, you don't need to add 0. But what I have here is the identity property of multiplication that says when you multiply by 1, it stays the same. So one group of 0 is 0, one group of 8 tenths is 8 tenths, one group of 100 is 100. One group of 3 is 3, one group of 10 is 10, one group of 100 is 100. 113, that matches our dividend, check. 180, that matches our dividend, check. So our numerator is definitely 113, and our denominator is definitely 130. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. We are on trimester 2, week 12. Today is 2/24/2020, and our fraction for today is 113 180ths. 113 is prime. It is not a factor of 180, so that means our greatest common factor is 1, and we did groups of 1. When we do groups of 1, you don't have to get your number line out because it's already on there. I just like to show you where it is. 13 180ths, and there's no lines below it because there's not an equivalent fraction in lower terms. This is our simplest form. Okay, so go ahead and erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.